Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your bonus tarot reading for February. So this is going to be a reading for the people born under the Justice card and the Star cards. So if you do not know what your tarot birth card is, I have dropped you a link in the description box below of a short instructional video to work it out. There's also the link to the video that explains what each card means. So it's all down there, the good stuff. So for today's reading, I'm going to be using the Tarot de Marseille by Vincent Pitisci, both editions. And I've reviewed those two stunning decks as well on my channel, so I've dropped you a link to the review in the description box below too. So I hope you are all doing well, and without further ado, let's begin. So if you would like to connect to the energies of my deck, now's the time to take a couple of deep breaths and relax whilst I shuffle it. I'm going to grab your main energy from this deck and I will clarify with the next one. So what do my Aquarians born under the Justice card and the Star card need to hear for their highest good, please? So let's see what we're dealing with. We have the King of Swords. Okay. So the Kings in Tarot represents mastery, knowledge and expertise. The swords represent the mental body. So anything to do from your thoughts, your ideas, the knowledge that you acquire as you go along, and also truths and communication. So we're talking about the energy of the card, okay, no genders attached here. The King of Swords is someone who's obviously very intelligent and someone who's factual, someone who's not going to get overwhelmed by their feelings, who's not going to make a rash decision just following their passion or their hearts. No, that's not the kind of person here. We're talking about somebody who is going to look at things from what may seem to be a detached point of view. But it's not, it's just based on fact. So this is somebody you can rely upon when it comes to being honest. Someone also who cuts through the BS, who can see right through it. Very good at, if you want advice, sound advice, counseling, this is someone that, you know, you can trust. This is also somebody who takes action. The sword suit is an active suit, so taking decisive action in order to move forward. But obviously being the king, this is somebody who's mastered the suit, so this is someone whose judgment can be relied on, someone who really sees things for what they are. So there may be somebody like that around you at the moment, or this is you being called to embody this kind of energy. So I'm going to clarify with the other deck to understand why we have this energy. So can you clarify this King of Swords for us? Why is it the main energy, please? So you may be evaluating, is what I'm hearing, evaluating a situation, a relationship, trying to get to the truth of something as well, maybe for some of you. And obviously, you know, with your birth cards being particularly for the people who are born under Justice, you know, there is that yearning to find the truth, to do the right thing. So that obviously is a very a good combination for you. And with the Star, there is also that kind of a purity of objectives, you know, of things that you want to achieve, which obviously goes really nicely with the King of Swords. So we start with the Magician, big energy here, the Major Arcana. Then we have the Eight of Coins, the Skill card as I like to call it. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Not surprised to see this card here. Knight of Cups. Ten of Wands, okay, so we're looking at completion. And the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy that you may not be aware of, but that's definitely at work, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so the pages represents messages coming your way, some news. They also represent new directions and the learning aspect of a court card, because they're training to become the knights. Cups is to do with the emotional body, and we've got two here. And the Page of Cups could be an underlying feeling that's coming off of you, of trying to work out your feelings regarding a specific situation. And the reason why I'm getting this message more strongly than any of the others is because when I was talking to you about the King of Swords, I was getting the energy that you were, or the message anyway, that you were evaluating a situation and really looking at it from a factual point of view. And I was feeling that you may be at the end of your tether, is what I was feeling. I didn't say it, but that's what I was feeling. And then you get those two tens, which are completion, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So I think that there may be an undercurrent where you're trying to work out how you feel about something so that you may have closure regarding either a relationship, a job, a career, a relocation, a trip you're planning, whatever it is you're trying to do. The Page of Cups could also just be indicating that there's some kind of news that came your way, which has the potential to make you happy, because we have the Knight of Cups here as well. So that may also be playing in the background. But you start with a bang, really, with the Magician and the Knight of Cups. So Major Arcana represents bigger energy, things that are going to have a longer term effect on your life path, as opposed to the minors, which are just, you know, your day-to-day people, situations and things. So the Magician is the super manifester. This is somebody who uses everything they have around them to create the life of their dream or to achieve a goal. Very much in the 3D world, though. This is a human, okay? We're not talking about, let's say, a virtue like strength and justice, or we're not talking about a planet like a star or the moon or the sun. This is very much a human being using all of the resources available to manifest something. Now, yes, it could be financial resources, but it could also be your support network, you know, people supporting you, helping you when you need it. It could be also, if you're looking for a relationship, for instance, putting yourself out there, you know, socializing more with people, taking up on a new hobby, knowing that if you do that, you're going to meet with like-minded people. So you may meet someone who is more likely to click with you, if that makes sense. So, you know, think in terms of, when you manifest, in terms of anything that could be put to use in order to help you. Because if you're trying to attract love, it's not going to happen if you stay at home on your own on your sofa eating ice cream, okay? You see what I'm trying to say. So there is that. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. Now the Knights represents things moving forward, just generally speaking. Action being taken either by someone who's obviously in your circle, or by you. Excuse me. So this is the Knight that brings you the cup of happiness, because the cup holds all of your emotion. The water represents your feelings, your emotion. So it could be an offer coming your way that you manifested, that has the potential to make you very happy. Now, yes, it could be a love offer, but it could also be an opportunity even for a business, or if you're an artist, you know, maybe being published or your art being shown, whatever the case may be, that has the potential of making you emotionally happy, whatever that is. So there may be that. Otherwise, it may be you deciding to take your the reins of your life in your hands to make this happen, you know, to go towards what you want. It could also be someone who's coming with an apology, you know. They regret what they've done and they're asking you, hey, can we start over again? Maybe. That's not the message I'm getting the strongest, but it could be that. And if they are coming back to ask for forgiveness, when I read the cards and look at the overall message, I personally, I wouldn't go down that road again, because you've got two tens here that are saying, you know, enough is enough. But again, you are sovereign of your life, so please, you know, you do you. I'm just telling you what I'm reading and the messages I'm channeling. And the reason why I'm saying this to you is because the Magician, in the shadow side, could be somebody who, you know, master of illusion, to put it simply. So someone who may look like they really mean it, but they don't. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there's, okay, if you look at the direction of the reading, the Magician is looking at the Page of Cups, and the other meaning of the Page of Cups can also be somebody who's immature emotionally. So if you are in, if the message that I gave you about someone coming back, asking for forgiveness, can we try again, you know, this is someone who's immature, and they're gonna spun you a story that's gonna look beautiful, but I just wouldn't go with it. But again, as I said, this is entirely up to you. But the reason why I'm saying this as well is because you got the King of Swords here as the main energy, and in this scenario, this is you having to really use all the knowledge you acquired during that relationship, and, you know, using the sword of truth and being very factual about it and seeing things for what they are. But otherwise, if you're not here for that, this is you having manifested an opportunity, an offer, a door that's opening, that holds the potential to really fulfill you. So then we move on to the Eight of Coins. Now this is the skill card, because the coins refer to your day-to-day events and situation. So this is starting to see, you know, growth, because you worked hard. The emphasis with this card is working patiently, diligently, really giving it your all, and, you know, it's a card of, it takes time and it takes a lot of dedication to get the result that you want. And you're tired, you're done with it, you know, it's been hard work, I can see this. Because the tens represent completion, end of a cycle, and also the culmination of a suit. The Ten of Wands is the fire energy. So this is representing your spirit, your drive to do something, the passion that you've shown a relationship, a job, a career, a move, whatever this is. And the Ten of Wands talks about successfully dropping your wands. So yes, you're burdened, you're tired, but you're dropping your wand successfully. In other words, you didn't give up before the punchline. You worked hard at whatever this was, and you've been hurt too much, or you're too tired, and you're just like, you know what, I am done with this. I'm dropping it. And it is empowering, because the next step is the Ten of Swords, which is to do with the mental body. So the Ten of Swords for me is obviously the culmination of the Swords energy, which is to do with your thoughts, your ideas, your knowledge, the truths, the communication. This is the card of ultimate release. It's the weight that's been on your shoulders or in your head being lifted away for you. And this happens when we accept things for what they are. In other words, we're not judging it, we're not trying to change them, we're not still hoping that maybe, you know, something could change. It's just, you know what, I'm done with this. I've been hurt, I'm tired, I'm done with this, and I'm letting it go. And the minute you let it go, you're going to feel free. It's going to be liberating. Because I can tell you, it's powered by the Chariot. So it's very hard to get to the point of that release. I'm not going to lie, it's not an easy energy, which is why you've got the King of Swords here. He is the master of this suit. This is the advice of embodying that energy, if this is not the person who's coming back, you know, to ask for forgiveness or whatever. The Chariot is a victory that's been obtained through sheer willpower and drive. This is having a clear goal in mind and taking on whatever life throws at you in order to get to where you want to be. So this is going to be something that's going to require willpower, and your might is going to be tested. But this is, the minute it occurs, you will feel so much better. So much better. And if you notice the directions of the looks on the court cards, this Knight of Cups is looking back. It's the left side, it's the past. This King of Swords is looking right towards the future, and this is where you are being advised to look at now from your spirit team. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey for the cards with me. If you found this helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm truly grateful you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a wonderful end of the month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.